Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. The much-awaited attack response by Israel against Iran happened in the early hours of the morning Saturday. In their retaliation attack, Israel sent a series of airstrikes to military targets in Iran. The Israeli military said its aircraft targeted facilities that Iran used to make the missiles fired at Israel, as well as surface-to-air missile sites. There was no immediate indication that oil or missile sites were hit, and Israel offered no immediate damage assessment. This attack marked the first time Israel's military has openly attacked Iran. Following the airstrikes, Iran's foreign ministry issued a statement saying it had a right to self-defense and considers itself entitled and obligated to defend against foreign acts of aggression. A group of hackers linked to the Chinese government have reportedly targeted the phone communications of former President Donald Trump and Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance. Sources say the cyber espionage effort is part of a broader campaign aimed at high-level U.S. targets, including senior Biden administration officials. The Trump campaign was informed this week that Trump and Vance were amongst those targeted. It remains unclear what data, if any, the hackers were able to access. The FBI and the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency confirmed in a statement that they are investigating unauthorized access to commercial telecommunications infrastructure by actors affiliated with the People's Republic of China. The hackers' activities are part of a larger Chinese hacking campaign that has infiltrated multiple U.S. telecommunications firms in recent months. Major U.S. broadband and internet providers AT&T, Verizon, and Lumen are among the hackers' targets. The investigation is ongoing. Last Friday, residents in Lewiston, Maine held a one-year memorial ceremony in honor of the 18 people killed in the deadliest shooting in Maine's history. Members of the Lewiston community are still working to come to terms with what happened on October 25, 2023, when Army reservist Robert Card opened fire at Sheminji's Bar and Grill and the Just-in-Time Bowling Alley. The ceremony was held at the Colisee Hockey Arena in Lewiston over the weekend. To honor those killed, 18 empty chairs lined the front of the stage, and the victims' names were read one by one as candles were raised. There was also 2 moments of silence, each at the precise minute the gunman walked into the bowling alley and then the bar. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced a significant recall last week of over 7,100 bottles of duloxetine, a generic form of the popular antidepressant Cymbalta. The recall was initiated due to the discovery of a chemical impurity classified as nitrosamine. These chemicals are compounds that can potentially cause cancer with long-term exposure, prompting the FDA to assign a Class 2 risk to the recall, indicating a moderate health risk. Duloxetine is widely prescribed for conditions such as depression, anxiety, and fibromyalgia. The recall affects specific lots of the drug, including the 20 mg, 30 mg, and 60 mg delayed-release capsules produced by Toa Pharmaceutical Europe and distributed by Breckenridge Pharmaceutical. Patients using the antidepressant are advised to consult their healthcare providers to assess potential risks and explore alternative treatment options. Treehouse Foods has expanded their voluntary recall to include all waffle and pancake products due to a possible listeria contamination. On October 18th, a press release from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration initially recalled just the frozen waffle products due to listeria contamination during production. The recall now includes frozen toaster waffles, Belgian waffles, and pancake products. The release stated that the recalled products were distributed in states across the U.S. and provinces in Canada and were packed in various formats under a wide range of different brand names, including Kodiak, Good & Gather, and Simple Truth. There have been no confirmed illnesses in connection to the recalled items, but the company says consumers who have the products should either throw them out or return them to the point of purchase for credit. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Let's talk portable electric space heater safety. These heaters must not be left unattended. Place them on a stable base 3 feet from combustibles. Their use is not recommended within a bedroom, but if you must do so, place a smoke detector on the ceiling within the bedroom. Plug a portable space heater directly into the outlet, avoiding extension cords. Thus, do not use lamp cords or power strips for this purpose. Are portable, unvented propane and oil-filled heating appliances safe to use within a residence? No. Massachusetts prohibits their use. These heaters produce asphyxiant gases. These gases can render an occupant incapacitated or dead. Please consider your safety during these upcoming colder months.
Welcome back. On Friday, Braintree police detained a man in connection with a reported armed bank robbery at the Eastern Bank at 703 Granite Street. The bank is located within Granite Plaza, right across from Braintree High School. According to Braintree Police Department's press release, an Eastern Bank employee at the branch reported that the bank was robbed at gunpoint around 10:43 a.m. The employee gave a description of the man, whose name has not been released. Upon arrival, police set up a perimeter and used canine and air resources to help their search. Officers found and detained the man about 15 minutes later near the wood line on West Street. The suspect was seen laying in the roadway naked and covered with a yellow sheet as he was taken into custody. Braintree High School, which is across from the bank, had been placed on lockout conditions as a precaution. Police said the investigation is ongoing and the suspect is facing multiple charges. Boston native and actor and comedian Steve Sweeney will headline a unique comedy show this November in Braintree. Sober Comedy Night, presented by the Hope Center and Braintree Community Partnership, is scheduled for November 21st in the heated pavilion at the Braintree Public Safety Complex. The event is scheduled from 7 to 9 p.m. and tickets are $30 per person, and seating is limited, officials said. Head to norfolksheriff.com for more information on how to buy tickets. This November, Braintree's Curtain Call Theater presents the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged for revised again. Starting November 8th, attendees can enjoy a night of fast-paced, witty, and physical romp through Shakespeare's entire canon. The condensed mashup is perfect for both lovers and haters of the playwright. The show runs for 2 weekends, first from November 8th to the 10th, then from November 15th to the 17th. For more information and to buy tickets, head to curtaincallbraintree.org. This weekend, South Congregational Church is hosting their annual holiday fair. The fair is taking place on November 1st and 2nd. The church, located at 1075 Washington Street, will also be hosting an Italian dinner on the 1st from 5 to 7 p.m. The holiday fair will have a variety of offerings like raffles, cookies and baked goods, craft boutiques, jewelry, a bid table, houseplants, and much more. The fair will be open from 5:30 to 9 p.m. on Friday, November 1st, and from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, November 2nd. For any questions, call South Congregational Church at 781-843-5155. Norfolk County Sheriff Patrick McDermott has announced the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office will host a veterans-focused House to House for Heroes on Saturday, November 9th. House to House for Heroes will take place on Veterans Day weekend, starting with a special ceremony at the department's Braintree Public Safety Complex, located at 2015 Washington Street. After the ceremony, an army of volunteers will head out to connect with veterans in partnership with the Braintree Veterans Services Office. Volunteers will visit the homes of veterans in Braintree to share vital information about the important resources and new benefits available to them. Norfolk County residents who are interested in joining this effort as volunteers are encouraged to sign up. Head to norfolksheriff.com for more information. The town of Braintree is gearing up for a festive and spooky celebration with its Halloween Family Fun Day on Saturday, November 2nd, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at Braintree Town Hall. Families and children of all ages are invited to enjoy an afternoon packed with fun activities and Halloween spirit. One of the event's main attractions will be Trunk or Treat, where participants decorate their car trunks in creative themes, offering candy to trick-or-treaters. A prize will be awarded to the best trunk, so attendees are encouraged to get creative. In addition to Trunk or Treat, the event will feature face paintings, candy, music, and other surprises to keep the fun going. Kids and adults are encouraged to wear their favorite costumes and immerse themselves in the Halloween festivities. Those interested in registering a trunk can email ehume@braintreema.gov to sign up. However, no registration is needed for attendees. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Fentanyl has been found in street drugs like heroin, cocaine, and counterfeit pills, and it's deadly. It's become the leading cause of drug overdoses in Massachusetts. So if you see someone overdosing, call 911 for help immediately. Next, use Narcan and stay until help arrives. You can stop an overdose and save a life. Learn how to use Narcan and where to get it at mass.gov/Narcan or call 1-800-327-5050.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. A Plymouth man will be in court Monday facing charges after a shooting that killed a man Friday night. The suspect, 23-year-old David Jerome, was driving with his 18-month-old son shortly before 6 p.m. on October 25th when he got into an accident with 41-year-old Brent Berkeley. The Plymouth Police Department began receiving a flood of calls reporting a shooting around 5:45 p.m. When they arrived on scene, they found Berkeley had been shot multiple times. He was taken to Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital in Plymouth, where he was pronounced dead from his wounds less than an hour later. Officers quickly found and detained Jerome the same day. Jerome is being arraigned in Plymouth District Court on Monday morning, where he is being charged with 1 count each of murder, discharging a firearm within 500 feet of a building, reckless endangerment of a child, improper storage of a firearm, negligent operation of a motor vehicle, improper storage of ammunition, and possession of a large capacity feeding device. A GoFundMe account to help Berkeley's partner and children has already raised more than $100,000. A local hospital is getting a major donation that will help expand a critical wing in their hospital. South Shores Hospital West Unit is a short-stay unit for those needing inpatient care and observation. Thanks to McKim Family Foundation, $5.3 million are being donated to the hospital, which will help expand this unit from 10 to 20 beds. By expanding this wing, patients can be moved out of a critical emergency care bed to a space more appropriate for their level of care. According to hospital officials, the hospital's emergency department is the 3rd busiest in the state and sees 120 to 130 ambulance arrivals each day. The Norfolk County Sheriff's Office is partnering with Coats for Kids and Families to help thousands of people who may not have access to warm winter coats as the colder weather starts to settle in. Sheriff Patrick McDermott said in his release, quote, "With the chill in the air, we are all digging through closets for that perfect coat to keep us warm. As you find yourself searching, please consider donating any children's or adult winter coats you no longer need. We are looking for warm winter coats that are new or gently used, good quality in all sizes." End quote. Collection bins will be in the lobbies of Norfolk County Correctional Facility in Dedham and the Civil Process Office in Quincy, starting Friday, October 11th. The coats will be professionally cleaned by Anton's Cleaners and given to local nonprofits, social service agencies, and schools for distribution in Norfolk County and beyond. Nearly 1 million voters have already returned their ballots in Massachusetts, with just 1 week remaining before the presidential election. According to the Secretary of the Commonwealth's office, 1 in every 4 Bay State voters has requested an early ballot by mail for this election. That means 1.26 million ballots have been mailed out, and so far nearly 1 million residents have voted early for the election. Turnout as of Friday evening was 19.6% of the state's total registered voters. Mail-in ballots do not necessarily need to be returned by mail. They can also be hand-delivered to a local election office, dropped off at an early voting location, or placed in a ballot drop box. The November election is just a couple of weeks away, which means early voting has already started in Massachusetts. Voters here in Massachusetts will be voting for a new president and vice president, as well as several state and federal offices, including U.S. and state senators and U.S. and state representatives. Massachusetts voters will also be deciding on several ballot measures, including the potential elimination of MCAS as a high school graduation requirement, minimum wages for tipped workers, and unionization for transportation network drivers. Early voting for the November election is now open through November 1st. Regular voting is available on Election Day, November 5th. To check out more information on early voting schedules and locations, go to the Secretary of the Commonwealth's website at sec.state.ma.us. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Like most parents, you dream that your kids will have a good education. You hope they'll be able to go to college or receive vocational training. You want to help your children as much as you can. Did you know that you can start investing in your baby's future today? The Baby Steps Savings Plan is a program offered by the Massachusetts State Treasurer's Office. It's a seeded college savings account program that encourages saving for college in the U Fund, the Massachusetts 529 plan. It lets you invest in your child's post-high school education and training. You'll even get a free $50 deposit when you enroll. Any baby born or adopted on or after January 1st, 2020, who is a Massachusetts resident can be enrolled in Baby Steps. Children can be enrolled in Baby Steps until they turn 1, and adopted children are also eligible up to 1 year after their adoption date. Here's how Baby Steps works. Take the first step by checking the box on the worksheet you receive at the hospital, or enroll online at babystepssavingsplan.org. Next, open a U Fund 529 college savings account, and we'll make an initial $50 deposit. After that, you can contribute to the account to build up savings as often as you want. The program also offers free financial education for your family. The earlier you start adding to the account, the more money your child will have for future aspirations like college tuition, vocational training, and other school expenses. It's a fact. Kids with college savings are more likely to attend college after high school. Take the first step. Learn more at babystepssavingsplan.org.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. In honor of spooky season, here are a few movie recommendations for you to watch. First, Hocus Pocus follows Max Dennison, who after moving to Salem, Massachusetts, decides to visit an abandoned house with his sister Danny and his new friend Allison. After dismissing a story Allison tells as superstitious, Max accidentally frees a coven of evil witches who used to live in the house. Now, with the help of a magical cat, the kids must steal the witch's book of spells to stop them from becoming immortal. You can watch Hocus Pocus now on Disney+. Next up, The Curse of Bridge Hollow follows a man and his daughter who must team up to save their town after an ancient and mischievous spirit causes Halloween decorations to come to life and create chaos. The film stars Marlon Wayans and Priya Ferguson. You can watch The Curse of Bridge Hollow now on Netflix. And finally, Coraline focuses on a girl who discovers a secret door after exploring her new home. Behind the door lies an alternate world that closely mirrors her own, but in many ways is better. She rejoices in her discovery until her parallel family tries to keep her there forever. Coraline must use all of her resources and bravery to make it back to her own family and life. You can watch Coraline now on Hulu. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. You can now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.